Good morning. I just wanted to get started with part 2 of today's lesson because I couldn't get yesterday's video to upload. So I'm going to try it this way. For the rest of today's class, we're going to be starting on a compare and contrast writing assignment. Last week, we read two texts that both had a compare and contrast text structure. A compare and contrast essay, which is a text, is a form of an expository text. Expository is a fancy pants word for nonfiction. It informs readers about a topic by telling how things about the topic are alike and how they are different. In the text Animal Adaptations, the author compared and contrasted the adaptations of skunks, caribou, phasmids, and alligators. In the text Spiders, the author compared and contrasted the different features that spiders have. Writers often begin comparison essays by introducing their topic and providing interesting details. It is important for an author to grab the reader's attention in the introduction. And let's take a look at the introduction from the Spiders text. That author had a really nice introduction. Some spiders are as small as a grain of sand. The biggest, the Goliath bird-eater tarantula from South America, is as big as a page in this book. Yet all spiders share similar features. They have 8 legs, fangs, spin silk, and eat other animals. At first, you might confuse them with insects, but it is easy to tell the difference. Insects have 6 legs, and spiders have 8. And spiders never have wings. This, of course, is the introduction to spiders that we read last week. What is the author comparing and contrasting in this paragraph? Okay, this is what I noticed for comparing and contrasting for this paragraph. I noticed in the first sentence, the author starts out talking about how small some spiders can be, and then he talks about how big some spiders can be. Next, he talks about what the spiders all have in common. So the different sizes would be contrasting, see what they have that's different, and then comparing to see what they have that's similar would be this next sentence. They all have 8 legs, fangs, spin silk, and eat other animals. In this first paragraph, the author also included a smaller compare and contrast section. He talked about the differences between spiders and insects to give you a little more information. Good writers use a variety of different sentences to hook their readers. The sentences are some are short, some are long, some are compound, some are complex, and some contain items in a series. This first sentence here, some spiders are as small as a grain of sand, is a simple sentence. It has a subject, some spiders, and then it tells you what you need to know about those spiders are as small as a grain of sand. The next sentence is more of a complex sentence. It's a complete sentence that has some extra information added to it. So the biggest, then the extra information is the Goliath bird eater tarantula from South America is as big as a page in this book. That's a very interesting complex sentence. Items in a series. Remember, items in a series are where we have multiple items in a sentence and they have to be separated with commas. The author added that here. They have 8 legs, comma, fangs, comma, spin silk, comma, and eat other animals. So there is an items in a series. They had a very interesting compound sentence in here, and some of my friends in yesterday's class had a difficult time finding the compound sentence because they didn't use the conjunction and the comma that we're used to seeing in a compound sentence. Instead, they simply said insects have 6 legs, and they used a semicolon and went straight into spiders have 8. That's a very interesting compound sentence. So for the remainder of your time at home today, I want you researching the different types of animals and their adaptations. Keep in mind that you will be writing a multi-paragraph essay. This is our first multi-paragraph essay in fourth grade, comparing and contrasting two animals and their adaptations. To do your research, you need to log into the EPIC website. That's getepic.com/student and then your code. I have that linked in Google Classroom. You can go find that. You'll be using the books in EPIC to do your research on animal adaptations. And students in first period yesterday found the easiest thing to do in EPIC to find books about animal adaptations was to go to the search bar at the top of Get EPIC after they've logged in and actually type in animal adaptations and multiple books with animals and their adaptations pop up. The adaptations may be body structures, like the stinky gas that a skunk has, or it may be behaviors, such as birds flying south for the winter. Make sure when you're doing your research that you're keeping notes because tomorrow you're going to pick two animals and you're going to compare. You're going to talk about what they have in common as far as their adaptations go and what they have that is different.